On the show today, we sit down with Liberty football coach Turner Gill and ask him about the state of the program heading into their first FBS season.
Plus, Bobbie dons the tools of ignorance to get a lesson in catching, and we catch up with the Liberty lacrosse team following their historic season. It's all coming up. This is Game On.
Welcome to your home away from home. It's Game On. He's Rhett. I'm Matt. Bobbie will show up here at some point, I'm sure. We have a lot of great stories to get to today.
Yeah, we sure do. We'll hear from Liberty football coach Turner Gill a little bit later. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
But first, Matt, if there's a sport that Coach Gill loves as much as football, it's golf, and that's where we begin today.
He does love him some golf, and the Liberty golf team has risen all the way to number 41 in the national rankings as they headed into the Big South tournament. The Flames were the conference's #1 seed, and we're looking not just for the tourney title, but an automatic berth into the NCAA regionals as well, and it wasn't looking great. After the first round, the Flames were in 6th place after day one, shooting an 11 over par round, but boy, would they ever rally. Liberty would shoot a program record 15 under on day 2 and then follow that up with a 12 under score on the final day to run away with the conference crown by an incredible 19 strokes.
Wow.
The championship is the 5th in the last 8 years for the Flames. They were led by Mickey DeMorat and Alexander Fuchs, who finished tied for 2nd place, shooting 7 under par. Head coach Jeff Thomas was also named the Big South Coach of the Year for the 3rd time in his career. Congrats to Coach Thomas. Up next for the Flames will be the NCAA regionals, with the teams and sites being announced on May 2nd.
Well, taking a look at Liberty baseball, the Flames entered this past weekend behind High Point in the Big South standings, and we're hoping to make strides in catching the Panthers at Williard Stadium. The opener of this series would be all Liberty. The Flames would hammer out 16 hits, including 3 homers in a 18-8 victory. Todd would collect a career-high 6 RBIs and 4 runs scored. Liberty would drop the middle contest and then regroup for Game 3. LU would take Game 3 8-3, while Tyler Gallazin collected 4 RBIs and Jackson Bursch was extremely effective in relief, allowing 1 run over 6 1/3 innings of work. The Flames take 2 of 3 and are now tied with High Point for 2nd in the Big South standings. Flames also competed in a little midweek tilt with Wake Forest. Unfortunately, the Flames would drop the contest 8-7 and now sit with a 24-15 record.
Yeah, let's keep talking baseballs. We're joined by Bobbie Bohlig. And Bobbie, if there's one thing I've learned about you over the past year, it's that you think pretty highly of yourself and your athletic abilities. Not everyone agrees, but you decided to put yourself to the test, I understand, on the baseball diamond.
Well, Matt, when you got it, you got it.
Do you got it?
Am I right, ladies? But, you know, you will be happy to hear that my abilities didn't shine as bright as I hoped this week. I had the opportunity to step behind the plate and wear the mask itself with our very own Liberty catcher, Jonathan Embry. All right, Jonathan, tell me what we're working with. It looks like a lot, but I want to know, where do you start when you first get into the dugout?
All right, so first I start with the Shin Guards.
Okay.
You always want to buckle on the outside of your leg. So this is the left shin guard.
Left
strap
shin guard.
over your foot so it
Okay.
doesn't come off. And you just clip up.
That's a lot of straps. Okay.
Sometimes, like if you make the last out of the inning,
Yeah.
then you have to rush on the field a little bit because the umpire gets.
He's waiting on you.
Yep.
Okay.
Then you got chest protector.
That's all that protects people?
Yep.
Wow.
That's it. Little memory foam pad. Not even. Then you got 2 sets of helmets. You have the traditional mask, which is the helmet and the face mask, and then you got the hockey mask.
Okay, let's explain these a little bit, because this one looks like, when we were talking about Sandlot earlier, this is the one that guy was wearing.
Yep.
Right? So this is old school.
Old school.
All right, so that's the one you wear.
Yep.
All right, why?
It's lighter.
Okay.
I personally think it looks better, honestly.
Okay, so it is a little bit about looks.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't, protect your ears as much, but if you're blocking the ball right, you shouldn't be getting hit in the ears. So you put this on backwards.
Okay.
Then you pull the strap back.
All right. All right.
Simple as that.
All right. So I don't know about you, but I am very competitive. I hate to lose. And I've never put this on before, but I'd be willing to challenge you to see how fast you can put this on. So I'm going to time you, and then you're going to time me, and we're going to see who wins here.
All right.
Okay? You've never timed yourself?
Never.
Good. Here's your opportunity. Are you ready?
Yep.
Go. 33. Okay, that was pretty close. Okay, so you're telling me if I beat 33, I've never done this before, then I beat you. Okay, here we go.
All right, you ready?
I think
3,
so.
2, 1.
Okay, no, I'm pulling on this.
Probably gonna mess up your hair.
Oh, well, that's all right. Oh wait, this is a glove. Time. That's so embarrassing. That's terrible. 110.
1 minute, 10 seconds.
All right, that was embarrassing. I can do better, but now that we talked about it, now you showed me how to put the gear on, now you gotta show me some drills. All right, we don't have all day, but if I wanna become the next Johnny Bench, what's the first drill I gotta master?
We gotta teach you how to squat. So first, you gotta give a sign to the pitcher.
Okay.
So what you do is, just like that, put the glove at the end of your knee.
Okay.
So the third base coach couldn't see it.
Oh, we're covering.
Right.
Okay,
Yep.
got it.
So we're gonna give a sign to pitcher, 1 for fastball.
Okay.
All right, 2 for curveball, 3 for slider, wiggle the fingers, change up. It's like the generic pitch calling.
He can see all that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You stand like this all game?
Yeah, so this is called the primary stance. You give the sign,
Okay.
and then once you done giving the sign, you widen out a little bit, and you give the pitcher the target.
What do I do?
Give the pitcher the target.
Okay. Oh, so this is where he wants to hit it?
Yep.
Okay.
Right there.
All right, we got the stance down. What's next?
My favorite part is throwing out runners.
Oh, that's right.
I'm just gonna show you how to do that. All right, so Garrett Price is on the mound.
Okay, Garrett.
We're in the primary stance. We give him fastball. Check the runner. Set up. I have a ball for this.
Okay.
Set up, catch the ball, and then get ready to throw. That's all it is. You see the guy go, you throw him out.
Oh, we're just taking one step.
Just one step.
Just one.
Unless you want to take more.
Well, we might have to, but that's really what you do is one step?
Yep.
Wow, okay.
All right.
You ready?
Yep.
How much money will you give me though?
$50.
If I actually hit you right in the mitt?
50 bucks.
50 bucks.
50 bucks.
Oh, okay, that was a pop fly, that was bad. Hold on, let me get my back into it this time.
Hey, you might have got him if he was a snail.
Are you sure you took one step? It's the position that you just can't stay sit. Okay, here we go. You know, I think that's a lot farther than people think. That's a lot farther than I thought it was, that's for sure. Obviously the throw's gotta get better, but one thing I know I bet I can do is the pop fly. If I can't do that, I'm hopeless. So, maybe we should have started there.
The ball goes up, you
Yeah.
turn and find it, take off the mask, and you throw it once you know you're gonna catch it. All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Okay, see it? Oh, yeah. Holy crap, that was so bad. Okay, this looks a lot harder than I think people think. Let me see you try it first, and then I'm gonna try.
Spot it, throw it, catch it.
Here we go.
You ready?
So we're gonna spot it.
Spot it, throw it, catch it.
Okay, ready.
All right, ready?
Spot it. Oh, okay, that's a bad
Sorry.
throw.
Sorry.
Was that a good throw? You what? All right, spot it. Got it. Throw it.
Nice job.
Was that good?
Yep.
Was that good? Okay, wait. Johnny Bench, how close am I to him?
Close.
Close. A 1 out of 10? Are we float above a 5?
Yeah,
Okay, not below though.
almost.
All right, all I gotta
Almost
say is this position is a lot harder than I thought.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it to you. I'll stick with the mic.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Wow. Well, you thoroughly embarrassed the show.
Yeah.
Number one. But listen, you may not be able to throw out base runners, but it does look like you may at least be able to get the ball back to the pitcher, which is also key for a catcher.
I said it there, I'll say it again. It is harder than it looks. Have you done that before?
You made it look really hard.
It
that's
was
for
difficult.
Sure, yeah.
I'm gonna start practicing, I know that for sure.
Good thing the Flames have Jonathan Embry. He's
Look,
been
good thing.
fantastic for them this season. Bobbie, thank you. As always, Rhett, save the show.
Well, that was fun. Lady Flames looking to extend their mini win streak and stay atop the conference standings. CSU, on the other hand, on a massive losing streak, we're hoping to right the ship in Lynchburg. Game 1 in Liberty wouldn't give the Buccaneers an inch. Amber Bishop, along with Caitlin McFarland, would give the Flames some long ball action, while Julia DiMartino was stellar on the mound once again. Final score 5-0. Game 2, Lady Flames would come out hot and heavy, taking a 5-0 lead. Jacqueline Amader would go 2 for 3 with a run scored. Amber Bishop would send another one out across the wall, becoming the first LU player since 2012 to hit a home run in 3 straight games. Liberty takes game 2 5-2. Engler would get the win. Final game of the series and more LU bats coming hard at the Bucks. However, this go round, it would be the bottom of the batting order doing the damage. Runners 6 through 9 for the Flames would collect 2 hits apiece and record 7 of the 8 runs scored. Liberty would take this by a final of 8-2, sweeping Charleston Southern in the process and handing them their 9th straight loss.
The character of the team really shows at this time. And as a coach, all I can do is be an encourager, but it really comes down to them and the training that we've brought them through from the fall to every year that they've been here to where we are today. It has to come from within. And so I really emphasize that each player has got to dig in deep when they're exhausted, when they're tired, when the game is on the line, and to say, I want the ball. I want to be the one. I will stop the bleeding. I will ignite the team. I will lift up my teammates. And if every player does that and refuses to be the weakest link of the team, so working harder than ever to lift everyone up, when you have a team like that, it's a very special team and a special season you could have.
Well, with that sweep, let's take a look at the Big South softball standings. Liberty sits atop the conference with a 15-3 record and also just beat the UNC Tar Heels 8-0 in their midweek contest. Pretty impressive win over an ACC foe. Let's get back to the Big South, though. The Longwood Lancers are firmly in 2nd place, and now your guess is as good as mine at home when it comes to the rest of the standings and how they'll shake out. However, Campbell is looking strong as they are currently riding a 7-game win streak.
Well, coaches always say you want your team to peak at the right time of the year, and the Liberty women's tennis team did just that, cruising into the Big South Conference Championship, where they would meet Winthrop in the tournament finals. The Lady Flames had an 8-match win streak on the line against a Winthrop team that had beaten them 4-3 earlier this year. This, too, would be a tight contest that would eventually come down to the last match of the day, where Winthrop's Elisa Soloveva defeated Maria Medina to give the Eagles the conference crown. It's the 2nd time in the last 3 seasons that the Lady Flames have lost to Winthrop in the finals, as Winthrop now claims its 3rd straight conference title and 20th overall.
Well, some recognition coming the way of Lady Flames head coach Carrie Green. Coach Green oversaw the Flames' 2nd greatest single-season turnaround in program history. With that said, and also making the NCAA tournament, the Virginia Sports Information Directors have named Coach Green as the VASID State Coach of the Year. Carrie Green is now a 5-time VASID Coach of the Year, last receiving the honor in 2013. Coach just wrapped up his 19th season as the Flames bench boss and has led his group to 14 Big South regular season titles, 14 Big South championship titles, along with 14 NCAA tournament appearances.
Well, after a highly successful regular season, the Liberty lacrosse team is now getting ready for the Big South tournament. Our Bobbie Bohlig, who's been awfully busy this week, is caught up with the Lady Flames to learn more about their mindset heading into the postseason.
Well, guys, it's been a historic year for the Lady Flames lacrosse team after posting a program record of 13 wins and a perfect 7-0 at home. These Flames are heading into the postseason with a 4-game win streak. However, with the Big South tournament just 2 weeks away, head coach Kelly Nangle isn't celebrating just yet.
On Saturday, you know, when we finish our regular season, you know, you take that moment and you celebrate, but now it's back to work and, you know, we focus on, you know, whoever we're going to play in the semis and go from there.
I think that the team is really meshing well this year. It's just amazing. Like, the on and off the field relationships are great, and it shows on the field. Just the way we play with each other, the defense, just, it's like one unit.
That success has allowed them to lock up the number 2 seed in a first-round bye for the Big South tournament.
We have a game coming up in 2 weeks, and that's our focus, just repping every day in practice and getting work done.
I think we have to kind of use this extra time of practice as a benefit to us because, you know, we're playing the 2-3 games, so Winthrop and Longwood both have to prepare for a quarterfinal game. So we have to try to use that to our advantage that we don't have to prepare for that game. So it should give us a lot of time to kind of like break some stuff down and work on us a little bit, just little things that maybe we haven't gotten a chance to tighten up because we've been going in game prep mode for the last, you know, however long.
The Flames will next take the field Saturday, May 4th at the Big South tournament, and they will have a chance to play either Winthrop or Longwood, 2 teams the Flames had defeated in the regular season. For Game On, I'm Bobbie Bohlig.
Thank you, Bobbie. Still to come, I sit down with Liberty football coach Turner Gill as his program prepares to play at the FBS level.
And I'll uncork a brand new Warm, Hot, and in Fuego. That's all when Game On returns.
Welcome to Liberty University.
We are so glad that you are here.
We hope that while on campus,
you will experience God's goodness
and recognize His abundant blessings and faithfulness.
From our thriving academics with over 200 programs
and our close-knit community to our state-of-the-art facilities and residence halls.
You will see that the Lord is integrated into each part of this university.
Fun and excitement also await you here as you attend football games,
basketball games,
concerts,
campus community,
convocation 3 times each week,
and much more, while developing relationships that will last a lifetime.
Each of us has a different path during our time here,
but we have at least one thing in common.
Not leaving this university the same as when we came.
I love this school.
I love this school.
I love this school, and I hope you will too.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
So I grew up in a Christian home. I was just kind of wishy-washy doing the Christian kid sort of thing up through 11th grade, where I had a friend basically convert out of Christianity. It rocked my world a little bit. I wasn't exactly sure that people could actually do that, so it kind of put me on a little bit of a quest for truth for myself. I went to a Christian concert, and there was a tent sponsored by Liberty, and he was like, you could sign up for this scholarship drawing that we have. As I signed up for the scholarship, I myself sent a prayer up, and a couple of songs later, they announced that I had won a $16,000 scholarship. I'd always kind of wanted to be an RA, and as I stepped into the role of prayer leader, it seemed logical to progress to another level, to spiritual life coach, and then to resident assistant. My experience at Liberty has been a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Yeah, I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Welcome back to Game On. You know, when you drive onto the campus of Liberty University and see the progress that's being made on Williams Stadium, it is hard not to get excited about the 2018 football season. Well, Matt was able to catch up with head coach Turner Gill to see how he's faring this spring and to get a feel for what is in store this fall.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you sitting down with us. Always good to catch up with you. It seems like in your program there's news coming out every single day, whether it's new games on the schedule, improvements to the stadium. There's a lot of those things happening that leads to a lot of excitement. But for you personally, do you get caught up in that stuff, or are you so locked in that maybe you hear something here or there, but you're focused on the task at hand?
Well, you got to be locked in. My job is to develop our student athletes in the classroom, develop them also on the football field, and then also develop them in their spiritual walk each and every day. And so that's what we work on every single day, and that's what I try to keep my task on, keep my coaches on those particular tasks, and then just kind of enjoying it too, because I love to teach and develop young men. And that's what this university is all about, is developing young people about their walk with Christ, but also here in our football aspect of things. So I hear a little bit of those things that go on here as far as the construction things that are happening, all the other little excitement things that with other sports having success and encouraging them and being with them and all those type of things. So, but I got to focus on my task and still enjoy what I'm doing, and also give our fans some great things to get them up to date on what's going on and keep them excited about the football program and really Liberty University in itself.
This time of year, you talk about all that you're doing on the recruiting trail and all that. Is that basically what this time of year is for you guys? I know you moved spring ball up to give you a little extra time. Is that what you and your staff are focusing on during this stretch right now?
Yeah, I think it's two things. Recruiting is always going on. I can always say about recruiting. But the other thing is we're actually spending time with our players. having, I'm going to call it exit interviews, as we've now have been done with our spring football practice. Our position coach has met with every single guy in their position, and then myself. So this week, I'm just now getting ready to finish up. I meet with every single player on the football team there. So I give them all about 15 to 20 minutes. We talk about what they have done well, what they need to improve on, and what my expectation of them as far as all the other things, as far as their spiritual life, as far as their social life, where they see themselves as far as when they get done with playing football, my relationship. I kind of ask every one of them the question, what can I do? What can I do more to help you in any aspect of your life?
I know you're a guy that likes to think ahead, try to plan for any type of situation or scenario. So I'm sure you've had those thoughts about, when we take that jump to FBS, what do we need to do to be ready? What is the biggest adjustment for your program making that jump to not just be there, but to be there and be competitive and win, like I know you expect from your program?
Well, like all of us, we always want to win in every single football game that we can do. I think the biggest thing is probably trying to have as much depth. Then we talk about finish, because that's about the inside. You got to work on those things. You may have a technique here, you may have a little bit of this, but we cannot have those mistakes on the football field as far as being the things that you should know what to do. Those are things that we harped on about as far as moving forward here in this FBS level. So it's more about trusting what we do. It's more about doing what you're supposed to do at a higher level and more consistency. Probably the biggest word is consistency on doing the things you need to do on the field. And we also talk about things off the field. We talk about relationships, because we talk about our coaches being more relationship and knowing what to do. I think you can trust us a lot better.
I know you're a cool customer. You don't seem like an overly emotional guy even on the sidelines. You've been there, you've been at the highest levels, you've done it all before.
Right.
But knowing that opener here, stadium improvements, gonna be jam-packed, all that it means for this school, for this program, that gets you a little bit excited? What do you think looking forward to that?
It makes it very exciting for our fans. Again, I'm just so excited for them, the people who have been here before us. Got to definitely mention here about our late president of Dr. Falwell and the vision. Again, we're just ambassadors through our Savior Jesus Christ. And through that, I'm just trying to be out here and do the best thing that I can do for our fans, for our Lord and Savior. It's going to be very much exciting here. Obviously, Old Dominion here, right here in the state of Virginia. They're going to bring their fans in here and all that. Again, they've already made that transition. Again, there's been some ups and downs in that. It's going to be a difficult task for us, is in that first year of the transition. But with our staff and the people and our fans going to be here in that first ball game, want to invite them in here. Again, we have great fans that we had in the past. Now I think it can give you more connection for our people to be more representative of us.
Well, I know a lot of people are excited. I'm one of them. Coach, thanks for the time. We look forward to what's going to happen this season.
Thank you, and to God be the glory.
Always fun talking to Coach Gill. Always fun doing Warm Hot and Fuego with you, Rhett. I'm fired up for this as well. Warm Hot and Fuego, top 3 athletes of the week here at Liberty. We begin, as always, with Warm. Who you got?
We're going to go rock climbing team here. Tori Perkins, her first year at Liberty University. She's a sophomore.
It's the first time we've ever had a rock climber.
Yeah, I know. This is kind
of
we're breaking ground here.
We are.
Climbing the mountain.
Climbing new heights.
Yeah,
we just did that on the fly.
That was pretty good.
Dream
team. Anyways, already an impressive resume for this young lady. She came in second at nationals, but this past summer she was in Innsbruck, Austria, came in 4th, and now she's eligible for the World University Sports Championships in Bratislava, Slovakia.
It's beautiful there this time of year.
I bet it is.
Yeah.
We should go do a game on
Absolutely.
Story or take the show on the road.
Yeah.
But congrats to her in her first season at Liberty. A lot of people talking about her and how far they believe she can go in this sport.
We will be keeping an eye on her, certainly. All right, from warm now to hot, who you got?
We got women's lacrosse team here, and it's going to be 3 individuals.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't put all their names on here. It's kind of like they did the trifecta of the Big South Awards here. So Foster, Offensive Player of the Week, 6 goals, 5 assists, had 7 draw controls. Draw controls also key in lacrosse. And then the Cat Widrick, she had 11 saves versus Radford. She got her first couple of starts on the season, and she's just been stellar. The saves that she's been making, especially that one towards the end of the Winthrop game, which really saved it. They were up 12-11, a bad pass, a turnover, and she comes up with that massive stop. And then last, it's going to be Brown, freshman of the week, rookie of the week, whatever you want to call it. 3 goals and 3 caused turnovers for her this past week, and she scored a big goal in that Winthrop game as well. So the young guns here on lacrosse have a bright future, and it's coming into fruition this year.
Yeah, we'll see what happens at the Big South tournament. We wish them nothing but the best next weekend. All right, finally now in Fuego, You put a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of thought into this.
A lot of sweat and tears.
Well, yeah, that was kind of embarrassing when you were crying by yourself there earlier this week. But in Fuego, who is it?
Danny Gallison.
Yeah.
This guy, boy,
Tyler Gallison.
Tyler, yeah, thank you. You know what?
He's crying now.
Poor Danny. I think he's a professor here at Liberty. That's where I got messed up. Anyways, Mr. Gallison, he had 3 hits, 4 RBIs, scored twice. 4th time in his last 7 Big South games that he has collected 3 hits in a single game. That's just amazing, and he's from Langhorne, Pennsylvania, just outside of Philly. Guess who else is from there?
Who?
Former Villanova guy, Ryan Archie Diacono.
Archie Diacono?
Yeah, he's from that same town. So a lot of promise coming out of that small place in PA.
Fuego. But yeah, thank you, Rhett. Fantastic job as always. Well, still to come another week, another national championship for the Liberty Club sports team. We'll give you the details when Game On returns.
We the champions, in order to affirm our tradition of unwavering faith, ignite a passion for wisdom, challenge perspectives, inspire creativity, and pursue knowledge, do resolve to be the voice for the voiceless, bring healing to the hurting, fight for the oppressed, defend freedom, defy stereotypes, and follow God's calling wherever it may lead.
Each morning begins around 7. I make breakfast for the kids and get them ready for the day. By earning my MBA at Liberty University, I'm able to craft my own schedule around what works best for my life. Studying online has allowed me to invest in my education while being a strong example to my children. My name is Kimberly. I'm a mom, a business owner, and a Liberty University student.
You might have heard some things about Liberty University, like how we're just a little Christian school in the middle of nowhere. And there's nothing to do here. I mean, come on. You know us. Boring.
Boring?
Yeah. They say we don't work as hard, think as hard, try as hard.
I object.
The truth is, well, we might surprise you.
There's an old saying that at first you don't succeed, try again.
I've heard that.
But what happens if you don't succeed after like 7 attempts at a national championship? If you're anything like the paintball team, you just keep on grinding until you finally get one. That's what happened this year. The Liberty Class A team advanced on to its first championship match in Kissimmee, Florida, and took down the defending champ Central Florida, winning 8-1. Liberty's Christian Campbell would be named championship game MVP. Now, I don't know if this is appropriate or not, but he was able to get into the snake, they call it, and just decimate the Knights. He was key, getting into the snake.
That's
I don't even know what it is, but yeah, that's
you said it with confidence, so we'll assume that's a paintball term.
Yeah.
Congrats, certainly, to those guys. Hey, check us out on social media. There's no clean segue from that. Game on LU, check us out.
Our website as well, gameonlu.com. It's clean.
Check it out. He's Rhett. I'm Matt. You met Bobbie. We'll see you back here next week.